It was a day of defiance against Donald Trump. Millions of Americans rallying across the country in a series of protests organisers hoped would be free of violence. They weren't. And in the midst of all that violence on another scale, a Democrat politician gunned down in her own home. Police tonight still searching for the assassin.
Across the states, the people united against their president.
Trump must go now!
This was meant to be a day of peaceful protest, but it was quickly hijacked by violence in the streets of Salt Lake City.
Oh my God, that's a gun.
A shooter unleashes. One person left critically injured before police apprehended the suspect. Further arrests in Virginia and San Francisco after cars were deliberately driven into crowds. This movement, labelled No Kings, 2,000 protests in all 50 states calling for the protection of America's democracy.
Democracy is what we do.
These people want Donald Trump dethroned, accusing the president of overreaching the powers of his office and acting like a monarch rather than an elected politician.
When the revolution occurs and all these fascists, all the Trump supporters, they will be held accountable.
On its 8th straight day of protests, Los Angeles is still a powder keg.
Hey, let's go, leave the area! Leave the area! You got shields behind you, move!
Demonstrations descending into chaos, the public throwing projectiles, police more than prepared to use force. Officers charging on horseback and brandishing batons, pushing away the crowds. Every time those horses have moved in, you can see those crowds disperse. So this is what's happening. It is an effective way to get rid of the demonstrators here. Protesters doing what they can to protect themselves.
They shot me like little rats, though, on the side while I'm holding my shield up. But it's blocked every single shot that those people have got. I kicked the tear gas, it's blocked the paintballs.
But plenty of shots hit their mark.
They got me behind the ear, got me in the hip, the thigh, in the chest.
All right, you can see tear gas now being deployed on these protesters. Everybody has just been sent an emergency alert on their phones to clear the area, and that is exactly what the LAPD is attempting to do right now. But as you can see, a lot of these protesters, they're staying here in defiance. All risking arrest. By nightfall, they were locked out, the city under curfew. There were flare-ups in Philadelphia and clashes in Chicago. Police declared a riot in Portland after a march turned ugly. And here in Minnesota, thousands defied a warning from officials not to attend this rally. This is why.
My good friend and colleague, Speaker Melissa Hortman, and her husband Mark were shot and killed early this morning in what appears to be a politically motivated assassination.
Police say the gunman posed as one of their own. It appears that he donned a mask and an officer's uniform before opening fire at their front door. Another Democratic Senator, John Hoffman, and his wife were also shot multiple times at their home, but survived. An enormous manhunt is now underway. The suspect, 57-year-old Vance Bolter. A hit list was allegedly found in his car with nearly 70 names on it. Authorities also finding flyers in the vehicle promoting the No Kings protests. Within hours, a warning in Texas. Lawmakers urged to avoid the evening rally at the state capitol due to credible threats to their life. This is Trump's America, and today it was anarchy.
Well, from protests to a parade, celebrations on the streets of Washington, D.C. as President Trump watched over the country's biggest military display in decades, and it just so happened to be his birthday.
The world's mightiest military on the streets of Washington, D.C. America flexing its muscle in the nation's capital. A moment marking the 250th anniversary of the US Army on the birthday of its Commander-in-Chief. Donald Trump turned 79 today, and the President presided over a show. From a purpose-built viewing platform, Trump watched as close to 7,000 soldiers marched through the Capitol, a display of intense patriotism featuring millions of dollars in military hardware.
We're the hottest country in the world right now.
The US president has long eyed off a parade like this. During his first term in office, top officials shut down the idea. Today came the opportunity for a show in honour of the Army's anniversary, and it came with a hefty price tag, around $70 million.
Every other country celebrates their victories. It's about time America did too.
This is the largest display of US military might in more than 30 years. Tonight, tanks rolling down Constitution Avenue here in Washington, D.C. It's a spectacle, sending a message.
America's enemies have learned that if you threaten the American people, our soldiers are coming for you.
We have a perfect military, and that's all it shows. Trump's not trying to show anything that he's king.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime event.
I'm hoping that it's more unitive than it is, tearing us apart.
We just need to come together, and this has just been a great celebration of the Army. And in turn, you can make it a celebration of the United States of America.
But those celebrations come at a tense time for America, a polarising moment in a country that's feeling increasingly divided.